check out my new necklace. See it? It's pretty cool, right? I think it's pretty cool. It's an angel wing, which is really quite good for how this light is hitting me right now. But no, it's an angel wing, and this is a really cool necklace. I'm gonna just do a little quick promo for High Vibe Evolutions here, because a really cool product. It's invented by Tesla himself, so it's all about EMF and EMR environments and everything, just keeping a little extra high vibe into everything, keeping us healthy, strong, energy fields all balanced and everything. Yeah, so really cool technology behind this. But if anybody's interested, Linda, who is the founder of this company, it's High Vibe Evolutions, health and wellness here on Facebook. You can go ahead and look them up, but really cool. They got lots of different options on necklaces and everything. My guy got a different looking one. I just love the angel wings stuff. I'm all about angel wings. So that's not what I'm talking about, though. It is not about angel wings. It's not about High Vibe Evolutions, although I do encourage you to go and explore their products, just because they're really good for us, healthy for us, right? As I was sitting here in this rainy morning, I was thinking about some of the things I've been writing and where life is at, and looking around at different relationships and different things that are going on, and what people, of course, are bringing to me. So what do you guys bring to me? My serious followers, my clients, my friends, what's coming in? And as the title of this Conscious Coffee, or CC as we've shortened them to, I think, his title is, I believe that I think you're guilty. I think you're guilty of this. And what am I talking about? What could you possibly be guilty of? A million things, right? The question is, did you get caught? Well, that's not what I'm referring to. It's not anything of a physical nature or doing something wrong per se. But what I do believe that you probably are guilty of, and self-included, because I fall prey to this all the time, which is why this is kind of like near and dear to my heart today. And that is that we put fear in front of faith. Now, I may lose some of you right there. Oh shit, she's going to go talk about faith. She's going to go down that path. Well, you know what? If the shoe fits, right? Well, faith is a pretty fucking big deal. And I know, there you go. I'm going to get in trouble for that one too, right? Using the word fucking with the word faith. Well, they go together. You're either a fuck yes to your life, like what I preach and teach on thriving. Be a fuck yes to your life, to the decisions that you're making, to your relationship, to your work, and to the things that you are passionate and purposeful about, or be a fuck no. And this is where we typically will fall prey to living by fear instead of living by faith. It sounds fine and dandy, right? It sounds like, oh, that's a yummy thing to do, to be a fuck yes. That's how I want to live. I want to live that fuck yes life that Kendall's talking about. I want to be certain in different things. And yeah, that's the right path for me. Yeah, that's the right person for me. Yeah, that is absolutely great for me. Then what happens? As soon as we say, yeah, fuck yes, I want that. Then what happens? Doubt. Doubt creeps in. And guess what doubt is? Doubt is ego, and it is fear that is coming to us. And that fear, it plants its nasty little roots, its seeds in there, and then it just kind of goes all over the place, and our vibe goes down about what we're really wanting to do. So that initial gut response where we're like, yes or no, you know? What do? We start to go, especially in relationship or around finances. Those two things. We will just really dampen how we really truly feel about something because of love, or what we perceive as love, or because of the green stuff, money, cash, right? Oh my gosh, got to get more of that, got to have more of that, have some of that, something. We need financial abundance, right? That's where happiness is. That's where we get everything that we want. So we want financial happiness. And what else do we want? We want love. We want connection. We want to be desired. We want to be seen. We want to be held. We want to be felt. We want for those things. So we want love and we want abundance. That's what it really comes down to. Perceiving that both of those things are going to give us happiness. And thinking that these are the two things that I can kind of, sway a little bit on, give a little bit to, right? It's not going to hurt if I'm not a complete and total fuck yes right here. It's not going to hurt. I don't have to fully lean in. I don't have to fully step in here and just be like, whoa, yes, this is exactly what I want. And I know it. I know it right here. Well, I question that. I may or may not know anything about this, right? Just my opinion. Just my opinion. But my opinion is that when we are purposeful, when we feel passionate, when we are solid in self and knowing self, and that's not just an understanding of, oh, this is what I like, this is what I don't like, but this is the true understanding of self. And knowing self is to be able to fully embody and be present right the fuck here. And to feel if you are that yes, that fuck yes, or that fuck no. And then to exert the self-love and respect, the responsibility to yourself, to your life, to state it, to be it. And when we do those things, when we have that self-love, that self-respect, that honoring, that knowing, that embodiment, guess what happens? Mountains will move for us. The earth will shift for us. All of a sudden, the things that we're wanting, they will just start to magnetize to us. And it's because we're choosing faith. It's because we're not listening to those little droplets of doubt, aka fear, ego, right? Self-sabotage, those old programs, settling for something less than, making excuses to have something that is not ours. And that's what it is. It's about having the courage and the faith, the love of self, to be able to walk away from anything that's really not serving us, that's not for us. Sounds a little selfish, right? It's because it is. And it's because that's exactly what you have to do in order to have the things that you want to have manifest in your life at the degree that you want them to manifest. If you want that joy and that happiness, and you know that that's going to come about because it's attached to a beautiful relationship, because it is attached to freedom. And in our physical world, freedom comes from financial abundance. Freedom comes from the thoughts that we're thinking, the feelings that we're having, the actions that we take, how we take care of our bodies, how we take care of our lives, our relationships. We get freedom. The work we choose to do or not to do, right? We make decisions, and that creates freedom or bondage. But bondage is always, and this, in my opinion, is linked to fear. Bondage is linked to fear. And freedom and happiness is linked to faith. Because when we step forward and we take that step in faith, then we are aligned to our soul and we can listen. That is where magic happens. Magic happens outside of our comfort zone. No magic's ever going to happen inside your comfort zone. In order for you to have the life that you want, in order for you to match the things that you want to call into your life in any subject area of your life, you have to grow your vessel, okay? And your vessel is not this physical. Your vessel is your soul. You have to make space for your big, fucking phenomenal, beautiful soul. and you have to attach to it, but you have to grow the container that houses it. And you know what that container is? The container is the thoughts that you're thinking and the emotions that you're feeling and how you choose to act on them. That's the container. Thoughts, emotions, actions, in that order. And when we do that, we reinvent ourselves. We expand ourselves. We elevate ourselves because of that self-love. And in that elevation, because that's what it requires, that elevation, that's where we get closer and closer and closer to the match that we're actually looking for. Okay? So, I think you're guilty of this. I think you're guilty of living in a state of fear, of making decisions on the most important subject areas of your life, on the things that you want, based on fear. And that fear is creating a life of settling. That fear is creating this bondage that God doesn't want you to have. Your soul sure as fuck doesn't want you to have. Doesn't feel good, does it? When you sit down and you're like, let's just take relationship. Just relationship. I'm gonna let you off of here, but just relationship. How does it feel when we have some shit go down in a relationship and it really just is not lining up with our core? It jolts us and we're like, wow, that's some bad shit right there. That person really showed their true colors right there. And then that person comes back and says, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's been going on in my world and I got this and I got that and I'm so stressed and you didn't deserve that. Sounds really sweet, right? They're recognizing that you didn't deserve it. They're admitting that they got shit going on. But something inside of us, when that happened, shifted. And in that taking back, where we start to make excuses for that other person's actions, emotions, and behaviors, how does it really truly make you feel? Now, here's the thing. You've got to weigh out in the middle of that. Is that my ego or is that my soul? And that's that difficult testing ground. That's where I work. That's where people like I come in, is to help you recognize soul so that you can get it right. So that you're not putting up with the bullshit of what the ego has to offer and what fear is going to sell you. Because the majority of the time in those situations, what we do is we either react from the ego based in fear and we take them back, and then it just doesn't settle right and we don't feel quite great about it. And then the path goes down and we're like, I should have known. The writing was on the wall. The red flags were waving right there. Remember this time, remember this time, remember this time. Or we get really, really hasty and we're like, I'm going to show you. And we act from ego in that direction. Well, neither one of those ego places, which is based in fear and doubt, worry and concern, anger, bitterness, all that not low vibe stuff keeping you down here. None of that is you. None of it is you. What you're wanting is you're wanting that high vibe. You're wanting that creation energy, and you're wanting to come closer and closer to the things that you are desiring and that you're wanting in life. So how do you get to that soul level? How do you align there? And that's what you have to get to. If you want to live in faith, to create a life that is manifesting everything that you want, you have to access right here. You have to access the heart, the soul of it. You have to cut through the bondage chains. You have to be able to willing and able, have the courage to see your own shit, your own bullshit, and call yourself on it and be willing to move past it and make the transformations that you need to make to have the life that you want to have. Because until you do those things and you grow your vessel, you grow your container, well, you're never going to have what you want. You're never going to have the love. You're never going to have the money. You're never going to have the body. You're never going to have the freedom. You're never going to have any of it. You're just going to sit around like a bump on a log, pointing fingers, living in doubt, Why not me? What's wrong with me? Poor me. It always happens for everybody else. Something must be wrong with me. When that's all bull. It's all a crock of bull. So, on that note, what you're guilty of, living in fear instead of living in faith, much like all of us, is a daily mission. But how do you get through it? Well, that is what my new program is about, launching on April 1st. I have Unavailable for the Bullshit coming out, and that's the name of the program, okay? It's Unavailable for the Bullshit. Well, are you sick and tired of living by fear? Are you sick and tired of not knowing what your fuck yes is and your fuck no? Are you sick and tired of settling for that low vibe relationship, that low vibe career, that low vibe in your health, in your happiness? Are you happy with that? How's that working for you? You think you got the answers and the solutions to it? Okay, you probably do. Matter of fact, I know you do, because it is right inside your heart and soul. But let's clear out all that muck and get you to the place of feeling your heart and soul. Join me for the April session of this beautiful 8-week program where you are going to have intense sessions, private one-on-ones with me at a phenomenal discount, by the way. You'd be crazy not to jump on this. This is a $1,200 off program. So if you were to work with me over the course of that 8 weeks on a regular basis, it would cost you $1,200 more. Okay? So take advantage of this. Check it out. I am still doing free consultations for this program, making sure that you are the right fit for being unavailable for the bullshit. Are you courageous enough? Do you really truly want it? Are you willing to grow your vessel and to tap into your heart and your soul and make the changes over the next 8 weeks that you do deserve, that you are worthy of? And as always, know that you are loved, you are worthy, and I will catch you tomorrow with another Conscious Coffee. Remember, stop existing, start living, stop being available for all the shit, and take charge of your life. Be a fuck yes, be a fuck no. Just be you. I love you guys. I'll catch you tomorrow.